So, good morning. You don't hear me say that often. Normally it's good evening or evening as it is. But we are back with a stream. I know you guys have been crying out for streams because I keep uploading. But we are back with a stream. I have a special guest today who's just set up a channel, Crypto Bible. That link is pinned to the top of the comment section. But some of you would have known Tanner from when I've put links out there and asked you to go and subscribe to him. But for those who don't, is going to give you a little background on who he is and what he does. Welcome to the channel, first and foremost, mate.
Thank you for having me, Lee. Honestly, it's I'm passionate about two things when it comes to my life: Arsenal and crypto. And for me to be able to come on here and just talk about it is sick, man. So thank you for everything you've done for me as well, the shout outs and stuff. It's really helped me a lot. But yeah, man, started crypto. I'll give you a quick rundown of everything. I started crypto just over a year ago. I got introduced by it to by a friend and just researched for a bit, and then I just kind of went straight in. Been in it for over a year now, and I started off with a couple of thousand, and then I remember going up to my parents that day and saying to them, my goal is by next year to pay your mortgage off. And I remember them looking at me and laughing at me and everything. And thankfully, 2 months ago, I managed to pay their mortgage off. They're now debt free. And I just wanted to create a channel for people to kind of learn and not make the same mistakes that I did. So it ain't none of this hype, because there's so much crypto channels out there, and it's just, just bringing out hype nonstop. Buy this, buy that. It's going to 10x this. And it's just giving people the wrong idea of what crypto is. So I just wanted to kind of make an educational channel for people to learn how to do things, make it simple, teach them everything I know so they don't make the same mistakes that I do. And hopefully people can kind of just walk away from each video having learned something and hopefully make some money with it, man. So that's basically what the channel's about.
Mate, you've smashed it. Obviously we've spoken on the phone and that, and bruv, to do that during a lockdown, when everyone was thinking, oh my God, everything's coming to an end. Where do we go from here? Jobs not secure anymore, stuff like that. Businesses shutting down left, right, and center, bills being left on the side. For you to be able to pay your parents' mortgage off is mad, mate. And you know what? Yeah, that's a credit to you as well, because you're only young. You're what, 23?
23 in 2 weeks, yeah.
There you go. June as well. My birthday's on Saturday. June.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I
wish I was 23 again, mate. I'm 39 on Saturday.
Sometimes I feel like I'm 39.
But for you to be able to do that, and like I say, with somebody of your age, without sounding patronizing, somebody of your age to think, actually, I want to do that for my family. Most lads your age would probably be out buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis and, going to the holiday destinations they've always wanted to go to and stuff like that. So, mate, that's amazing what you've done for your family, man. And big up your dad as well, because I know your dad watches my channel.
Oh, every day. We watch you every day, man. So it's crazy for me to even be on here, because we've obviously watched you for ages now, every single day. But yeah, it's been a crazy journey, man. Obviously, don't get me wrong, there's been so many ups, so many downs, of course, with crypto, and that's just how it is. It's ridiculously volatile, right? But I stuck to my guns. I learned a lot of I got some good advice from a lot of people, good people along the way who taught me a lot. I even went on courses on how to bloody manage my emotions in the market. Sounds ridiculous, but it's honestly the best thing I've ever done, because new people entering will, especially imagine if they entered 3 weeks ago when we had a little bit of a crash, people just would not know what to do. And I made this channel for people to kind of come, so I can give them a little helping hand, tell them it's going to be fine, teach them how to do stuff. So yeah, hopefully if people wanted to learn and just not get sucked into all the hype and everything, and learn something real and get some genuine advice, then yeah, by all means, sub to me. I'm live every day at 6:30 as well, if anyone ever had any questions and stuff. And so yeah, hopefully people can learn from it themselves.
Yeah, there you go. And the link for that channel is pinned to the comments. It's also in the description as well. So make sure you go and slap a subscription on that right now. You weren't far off 200 when we started this. Let's get that over 300 by the end of this stream as well. And you are obviously an Arsenal fan.
Yes.
Mate, I don't like admitting it to people. When people say to you, like, what team do you support? I used to walk around like, yeah, what? I support Arsenal. Now it's like, oh, mate, don't ask.
Oh, tell me about it, man. Do you know what? Sometimes I go into my wardrobe when I have to put on a shirt when I'm going out, right? And don't get me wrong, I actually put on a bit of weight, so I can't even wear the shirt anymore. But, you know, I look at my Arsenal shirt and I'm like, I'm just going to get raided when I go outside, ain't I, if I wear this? Don't get me wrong, I'm never embarrassed to wear anything. But, you know, there's been points last season, this season, whatever you want to call it, where it was a little bit over the top. Do you know what I mean? With some of the stuff that happened. But, you know, we move on, and we just got to see what happens next season, man.
Yeah, mate, listen, this season's been absolutely disgraceful, man. It's like, let me get your thoughts on Mikel Arteta, because obviously he's been there for 18 months now. He did win the FA Cup first season. Or first, it was his first season. It wasn't a full season, obviously. That was this season. But, like, did you accept him as manager? Did you take him on board and say, yep, this is the guy that can transform us? We're in a process. Or is it the case of you thought he would be out of his depth and the cup was just a little side issue that we won, and fantastic, we won it, but you could see his deficiencies?
I kind of looked at it two ways. When Emery got sacked, I was obviously speaking to my dad, and I said to him, "There's two people that I wanted at the start, and two people that I would still take, but one of them is now taken up the Juventus job again in Allegri, but the other person was Rafa Benitez." I've always rated him as a manager, and I would have loved to see that guy manage Arsenal, man. But in regards to Arteta himself, when he first joined, of course, I was a little bit iffy. He did come from, you know, I know we keep talking about the Man City thing and Pep, but I wanted to at least give the guy a chance. I didn't want to say the guy's going to be out of his depth too soon, because, you know, we've got to see what the guy can do. Yes, he did win the FA Cup. At this point, it did kind of paper over some cracks, let's be honest. I know a lot of people were saying about how our form between December and the end of the season, we would have been third in the table or something. And yes, the season counts throughout the whole season, so it doesn't really count too much. But if I'm being completely honest with you, right now, I am like 80% Arteta out. However, what I would like to see, by the end of June, I need to see some kind of great intentions by Arteta and Arsenal in regards to what they're going to do in the transfer window, because let's be honest, we've got a bunch of dead wood at our club as well, right? So let's just see what they do. I don't want to wait like we always do right till the end until we make a signing, right? I want to see what their intentions are. They said that they've submitted their list of players that they want, him and Edu, right? So let's see what they do by the end of June to see what their intentions are, and then I suppose we take it from there. We see how he does within the first month or two next season, because let's be honest, he ain't going to get sacked. So there's not too much point in talking about it. Let's just see what happens, man. And then we could discuss how we're playing within the first few months of the season.
Yeah, see, like I follow Fabrizio Romano. He's actually been on this channel as well.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
That was probably about a year or so ago, man. I can't even remember. Like the whole last 18 months has just been a blur, really, isn't it? But but yeah, he's tweeted out, and I think it was yesterday, saying somebody asked him about Arteta, whether he's going to be there, because obviously Ancelotti's left Everton, gone back to Real, and that was my pick. That's who I wanted. I wanted him after Wenger went. I wanted him after Emery went. I'd still take him now. Obviously, we can't do that, but Fabrizio said that he will 100% still be manager of this football club.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just like, I've got to go through another season of this, man. It's like, for me, obviously, you watch my channel, so you know I never wanted him. But the thing is, I've seen us linked to so many players. Obviously, I've been putting the transfer videos out as well. But I'm not, even if we had, like, for me, even if we had Messi and Ronaldo, he'd probably play him right and left back. Like, it just winds me up. And like, you know, the thing with this club, I mean, I see something yesterday. There was an AST meeting or something yesterday, and it came out that the club has lost in revenue £200 million from what it was earning in revenue in 2016-17 season. So it's basically just halved its income, basically. Obviously, a lot of that's due to the coronavirus and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, our wage bill is £200 million. Our income's 259 million. We're kind of on the borderline here.
And We're always on a borderline with everything.
A lot this summer, if I'm honest. We're going to have to do some free signings. Apparently, we're about to sign a goalkeeper, which maybe means Leno's going to leave. But, Matt Ryan's going to sign for free. That's not a bad signing, to be fair. But what do you expect? Like, what would be a good transfer window for you? Obviously, getting rid of some of the crap that we've got. But in terms of incomings,
incomings, personally, I don't know if you'd agree, but I'd like to see more players with a bit of technical skill that can take a player on, because I think we lack that quite a lot. I know we have got, of course, Pepe and Saka. Yes, Pepe was pretty good towards the end of the season. He was all right the whole season, but towards the end of the season, we started seeing a little bit more of it. And I don't know if you'd agree with me, Lee. I feel like we need a target man as a striker. The amount of crosses we get in there is ridiculous, right? Every single game, we're always playing. A lot of our play is quite out wide, and with Lacazette being quite short, and Aubameyang is not the greatest in the air. I'll tell you what, if we had someone like Giroud last season, I bet maybe we would have scored a load more goals. So for me, I feel like yes, your Basumas, your Max Aarons and people like that are important. We definitely need to strengthen in them areas. But for me, I would definitely like to see us do something completely out of the ordinary and go sign some big target man striker that could header a ball in and, be in the box and be a nuisance in the box. That's what I would like to see, that not a lot of people actually think and talk about.
Mate, I agree. I think if we had Giroud this season, we would have been maybe 2, 3, even 4 places higher.
Yeah,
we only finished 6 points off Chelsea in 4th, and the amount of games we lost at home was just a disgrace. Losing to Burnley, Wolves, Leicester, Aston Villa. Who else did we lose at home to? It was someone else we lost at home to. I can't remember. But it was just like game after game after game through that November-December period. It was just like, wow, we're dropping points everywhere. And it's like, when all the pretty patterns don't work, you do need to just lump it in the box sometimes. I agree. Listen, I didn't really particularly rate Giroud when he was at Arsenal, but since he left Arsenal, he's got a lot better for me. I think that you can see what he brought to the team, and I appreciate him more now he's left, which is kind of sad. But
100%, man. With Tierney and Saka on one wing, then you had Pepe, Chambers, or Bellerin, who I know let's not talk about Bellerin anymore, but the amount of crosses that we had got in the box this season, especially with Tierney, I would say that maybe 1 out of 10 were converted, if that, sometimes none in a game, right? But if there was someone of his caliber, I could even see some people talking about Ivan Toney in the comments as well. For me, even he would be good just in and around the box, someone who can actually get in there and not be afraid to put their head on the ball. How many corners do we get? And we just never make any. They always zoom into Rob Holding's face every time we have a corner.
Yeah, they do.
He never does anything with it. The zoom into his face every single time, just see his balding hairline, but he never does anything, right? If we had someone of Giroud's caliber, or someone who could just do that in the box, I think that would make a huge difference to us, along with your Max Aarons and your Basumas and people like that. So for me, that is very important.
Yeah, mate, I like Ivan Toney. I think he's quality, man. The amount of goals that guy scores, I've said it on so many shows that his movement in a penalty box is world class. It's elite level movement. His finishing's class, left foot, right foot, header in as well. Lacazette is all right, but I'd rather Toney. I feel he's obviously younger. I think he's obviously going to be in the Premier League with Brentford now, unless somebody comes and steals him away for big dough, because it is going to cost big dough to get him. But I'd take a punt on him, because I think we've seen with Ollie Watkins at Aston Villa, that guy came up from Brentford.
Yeah,
he's done all right in the Premier League. I think he's finished about a goal behind Lacazette, who was our top goal scorer. So, and I think Ivan Toney's better than both of them.
Yeah, I think at this stage, he's definitely got an argument for that, for sure. Aubameyang's been off it this season, whether he's had his reasons or we know what reasons he had, family and whatnot. But Lacazette, he is more of a player within the box, but when the ball comes to his feet, centrally, if you know what I mean, rather than from crosses, and he can be very dangerous in there. But we need someone that could do both. Someone that could header a ball, shoot from outside the area, hold the ball up. I feel like we're definitely lacking that up front to bring people into play as well. So that is something that I'm definitely looking for.
No, 100%. Big up to everybody watching live, man. 400 people so far. Make sure you smash the likes up. I'm quite close to 57k as well, so keep following, keep subscribing. Make sure you follow Tanner's channel as well. The link is in the title. No, it's not in the title. It's in the description and in the comments. It's pinned to the top of the comments. There's 400 of you in here, so come on, man. Let's go subscribe to Tanner's channel and boost his channel up as well. Let's read a couple of these comments out real quick as well.
Yeah.
There was a comment here a minute ago. Where is it? Let me find it. Ivan Toney has got a lot of penalty goals. Mate, they still count. They still count.
Yeah.
And do you know what I like about him as well? Is that he always seems to be free in a penalty box. Like people that say he's a tapping merchant, this and that. He's a tapping merchant because he's always available for a tapping. Like the way I watched him the other week, and he made a forward run, and the defender's here, and he's gone across the defender, but then stopped. So the defender's carried on ball watching the ball coming in. He just peeled back off, tapping. People go, oh, he's a tapping. No, it's great movement. It's elite level movement. And there's a reason he set a record in that championship, because he's a bloody good striker. Yeah. You know, and I can't wait to see him in the Premier League, man. Sadly, it ain't going to be for us. But
let's be honest, championship ain't easy either, man. That is not an easy league to be breaking records on. No way. So fair enough to him.
Penalty style is lit as well. He just strolls up and just taps it straight in every time. You mentioned Aubameyang a minute ago. What would you do with Aubameyang? Would you give him this season, or would you just bin him?
Oh, jeez. God, man. I personally, I've been saying it all season. My sister hates it every time I say it, but I kept saying all season he's finished. I know that's quite a controversial thing to say, right? But I don't think he's the same anymore. He looks like he's lost the yard as well. Doesn't seem as quick as he used to be. He's not as dangerous. Yes, he's had these reasons. Could it be because of that? I don't know, but I would personally sell him. If I'm just going to be strapping on it, I would sell him and get someone else. I'd sell him over Lacazette as well.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
Would you sell Lacazette if it was a case of we could get rid of them both? Would you sell him as well?
If it was a case of we could get rid of them both, and we knew that someone else with good quality was coming in, and we knew that, then yes, I probably would. But Aubameyang would go first for me. I think he's finished, to be honest with you. And I feel like Lacazette is a more complete player than Aubameyang at the moment. Don't get me wrong, Lacazette has not been amazing either, but I'd take Lacazette over Aubameyang right now. So yeah, I'd get rid of Aubameyang.
Yeah, I do think Lacazette offers more when he don't score, whereas Aubameyang, like, I think he scores more goals. Obviously, he didn't this season, just finished, but you know, if he don't score, he does nothing. And
it's like, lazy. I was just about to say, he's been very lazy this season, man. Where you'd see people like Pepe or Saka proper pressing the back line. I know we've done it at rare moments, but when we did do it, you wouldn't see Aubameyang proper chasing after the ball. I tell you what, and I really hate to compare this, right? But I always compare Aubameyang with Son, because, and I'll tell you why, right? Son, every time someone like Kane has the ball, Son is gone. He's running. He's running in behind, making a run, right? And that ball will be played over to him. Aubameyang, when we've got the ball, either he doesn't make the run, right? He barely ever makes the run for it to be played over the top, in behind. Or if he does, it's not a great run, and people just wouldn't play it, or they don't see it. But he just doesn't do it. And for me, he just has not been good at all this season. So the fact that he hasn't been scoring lately, he hasn't been playing well, his hold-up play is not that great either. Yeah. He hasn't been good at taking players on. He doesn't make enough runs for me. I mean, yes, he's been great for us, but there comes a point where players are finished. And whether that takes time for people to be finished, so they kind of, flow out, or they just become finished in one season, for me, Aubameyang's just kind of crashed into a brick wall, and I don't know why. So I would get rid of Aubameyang, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think I would as well, to be fair, mate. I think like you can't take a player on. His first touch isn't even that great. He literally is just a poacher in the box. Yeah, that's it. And if you're not playing him up front, he offers absolutely nothing. I like Aubameyang, Like some of the goals he scored have been fantastic. Like, you know, the goal in the FA Cup final was unreal, man. That's that second goal. But like, you know, maybe that's not necessarily just his fault, because maybe, like, I've seen an interview this season just finished where he said they asked him, "Do you mind playing on the left wing?" And he said, "I'm helping the team, but obviously I want to play up front." So maybe that's down to the manager killing him off. He's then got the ump, and then he's just thought, "Sod this, I can't be asked. This team's crap." Blah blah blah. Like, and it's just a snowball effect, because he has way off it. He ain't looked interested most of this season.
In a contract, he wanted to be a legend at the club.
Yeah.
He didn't play like he wanted to be a legend at the club. So literally he's made a great name for himself, and he will go down as, you know, an Arsenal player that I will remember for a very long time. However, we have to be honest with ourselves. Don't get me wrong, I've got Aubameyang on the back of one of my shirts. I love the guy. But, you know, we have to be honest with ourselves. There comes a point where they just can't do it anymore. Aubameyang's getting on as well, and he's definitely lost the yard. So you gotta cash in at points like this and just go for it. Stop messing about. And he signed a contract. You just got to do it, man. Get rid of him and bring in someone else, for God's sake. Bring in someone who could score some goals properly, a proper striker now.
100%, man. Big up to everyone watching, man. Make sure you smash the likes up. Make sure you subscribe to Tanner's channel. It's pinned to the top of the comments. Big up to Abdallah. He says you're speaking facts as well. There we go. We only deal in facts on this channel, man. We don't deal in anything other than facts, you know. So we only bring people on that speak facts. Everyone's loving you off in the chat as well, which is always good, man. So big up to all of you.
I really appreciate it.
The channel is pinned to the comments. Go and subscribe to that channel right now. Also, I wanted to ask you as well, centre backs.
Yeah,
we've got about 1 million of them. You keep getting compared in the comments early on to Mavropanos as well, by the way.
I've had that. I get that all the time, man. Do you know when you first came into the team, my sister was like, raw. And even like, do you know when people compare you to people and you're like, nah, I don't look like him. Even I looked at him and I was like, raw, I look bare like him.
Mate, I'm like that with Graham Potter. I was like, right, I actually do look like Graham Potter.
Yeah, I see it now. I see it now. But yeah, man.
No, it's mad. But obviously we have got Mavropanos, who could potentially come back. We've got William Saliba, who we don't know what's going on there. There's a few clubs in France looking at him. We've got Rob Holding, Callum Chambers, Pablo Marie, Gabriel. I think that's everyone. What would you do with centre-backs? Because, like, I'd just look at all of them and I think, are any of them all that? Like, Saliba, I'd love to see him get game time, but we haven't seen him. But I think he's decent. Me, personally, I'd keep Gabriel, Saliba, and Marie, and bin the rest, and then go and buy one more proper one.
Okay.
But what would you do?
For me, I'd bin Rob Holding straight off the back. He needs to go. For Saliba, I don't know about you, Lee, but I've been following people like Saliba and Mavropanos in their leagues. I like watching to see what they're like. And man, Saliba's been brilliant. He's been really, really good, solid guy. And I can see him playing at the back with Gabriel. So I would like to see them two at the back. I do like Mari. I feel like he's got a sense of like calmness to him, a bit of experience there as well. So I'd keep Saliba, Gabriel, Mari. Who else is there? I'd like
Mavropanos, Chambers.
Yeah, Mavropanos. I don't know whether or not he needs another season out on loan or not. Or I do think if he did come into the team as like an on and off player, he wouldn't be too bad. I feel like he'll start making a name for himself, and then the season after he'd probably start, slotting in there a bit more, maybe play him in some of the cup games. But yeah, them four. So Saliba, Gabriel, Mari, and Mavropanos. If you pushed me, I would say put Mavropanos on loan again and maybe bring in another centre back of some good class. So that's what I would do.
Yeah, I think we do need a proper one, and I agree. Like Pablo Marie looks the calmer centre back out of all of them.
Yeah,
He obviously makes mistakes. Every centre back can make mistakes, but although he hasn't made that many, but he hasn't played that many games.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I see Rob Holding on that team sheet every week and then Bellerin right back, I'm just like, we're getting done today.
Oh, every time. Like I said, I hate it when we get a corner and it just zooms in. Every single time it zooms into Rob Holding's face when we got a corner. Nothing ever.
Have you seen his new haircut? He shaved the whole lot off.
Oh, good. It was going anyway, man. We call him Rob Holding in the house, man. It was all going anyway. So Yeah, good thing he shaved off. It's about time, man.
Yeah, he shaved the whole lot. I see a picture of it today. He looks a bit different, I can't lie.
Is it?
Big up to everybody watching live, man. Keep pumping the likes up. Keep subscribing to Tanner's channel. The link is in the comments at the top. It's pinned. There's how many subs you're on, bruv. Let's have a little look. You was on 179, I think, when we started. You're on 221 now. Keep going, man. Come, we've gone up, what, 42 so far? Come on, man. You lot can do better than that. There's 520.
Thank you guys for everyone subscribing, man. I appreciate it more than you know, honestly.
Big up to this guy. Read the comments. I will read your comment. There you go. I hope that's made your day. We're in full flow, mate. I'm not just going to read comments out, am I? Come on, turn it in. Big up to Stephen Featley as well. Big up to you, mate. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Can you shout out my fundraiser on Saturday, 8 p.m? Football quiz to raise more money for CLDF. Congrats to Saka for making the England squad. I was coming to that in a second, Tanner. But yeah, there you go. I've shouted it out. Big up to you, Stephen. I know you're raising a lot of money at the moment, man. Sadly, if I wasn't out on Saturday, I would have jumped on as well. But it is actually my birthday on Saturday. So I'm going to be out and about, man. And it's a friend of mine's birthday the next day as well. So hopefully we're going to have a little link up. Because we missed out last year. We normally meet up every year, but obviously lockdown had us cooped up last year. But yeah, I wanted to ask you, and thank you for that donation, mate. I wanted to ask you about Saka. Obviously, he has made the England squad. Do you think, like, because I've seen the England squad and there's like a few surprises in there, I can't lie. But do you think he's gonna? Because I would have liked him to have had a rest and not gone, but that's just a selfish side of me. But do you think he is going to get quite a bit of game time in the Euros, or do you think he's just going to be utilised as a sub?
I feel like he'll be utilised as a sub more than starting. However, I personally feel like Saka would be making more of a difference than someone like Sterling right now. Sterling has not been the greatest. We know what Sterling can do, right? But I just don't think Saka will get ahead of players like Foden. I'm sure Rashford would probably be starting a lot, Grealish as well. But I would like to see him play, man, and proper make a name for him. We know what that guy can do. So once he's confident and he gets the ball and he's running at people, he can make wonders happen, man. So yeah, I feel like he'll be used more of a sub, but I feel like he'll play quite a lot of the games as a sub. So that's what I think will happen.
Yeah, I agree. I think if we see him start, it'll be a bit of a miracle because this manager Southgate's worse than Arteta. Southgate is a fraud. No Ward-Prowse in the squad, mate. I couldn't believe he didn't make the squad. Real talk.
Man.
Amazing. Like the guy can take free kicks for fun. Like you get him in the team based on that alone because we ain't got anyone who's going to whip free kicks in like he does. You know, and he can cause trouble. Not just a direct free kick, but an out swinger, an in swinger. Yeah,
everything
on set pieces. He can cause big trouble. Do you know what I mean? He's a very good, technically good footballer. So yeah, man. Big up to everyone wishing me happy birthday for the weekend as well. But yeah, I wanted to ask you as well. Obviously, you know, we've sat here talking about players coming in and out and stuff like that, but we've forgotten to talk about Bernd Leno. We are linked, and he has apparently agreed personal terms, and that is Onana. From Ajax. Apparently he's going to be our new goalkeeper. We're obviously signing Matt Ryan as well. I think that one's pretty much done. He'll be a free signing. So there's two goalkeepers coming in. Do you think Leno's definitely going? Because he's come out and said that he might want to leave and this and that. And you know, we sold Martinez, our best goalkeeper, to keep this guy in goal all season, which is just laughable, isn't it? But do you think he will leave? And if so, how much do we get for him?
Yeah, I think he will leave. There was every time I see a report about Onana as well coming in, they keep mentioning how it's a replacement for Bernd Leno. So I do think he'll leave. I don't think Leno is the worst goalkeeper in the world. I still feel like he could slot into quite a few teams quite easily. I'd be looking at around 20 to 25 million for him, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I think he'll leave though, for sure.
Yeah, I do. Listen, I don't really rate him, mate. I can't believe we allowed Martinez to go. And it was like, you know, that allowed him to have no pressure on him whatsoever from behind, like from the other goalkeepers. Because we signed Runnison. I mean, I don't know what that was all about. I don't know if he's related to Arteta somewhere down the family tree or something, but
that guy, man, against City. that was that game, man.
Yeah, where he was just letting shots go.
Honestly, we went mental, man. I think my dad smashed his phone that day as well. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, tell him not to smash phones, bruv. Like, come on, you can't get that angry. Do you know what I mean?
I know, it's not
I'm used to it. He should be used to it being an Arsenal fan, man. We've had 17 years of misery. Do you know what I'm saying? The odd cup here and there is about all we've had.
I know.
But if we can get near enough the money we spent on him back, then I wouldn't be too disappointed with that. And listen, this Onana, somebody put in the chat that he's out till February. Is that true? He's out until February 22.
Is that not depending on how the verdict goes today on the whole drug doping situation? Is that,
of course, yes.
Anything to do with that, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
Never straightforward with us, man.
Bro, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I was like, wow, why is he out till 2022? I remember now. Yeah, that verdict is today, actually, isn't it? That is.
That's today. I think that's being finalized today. Don't know what's going to happen, but I think if is the whole doping situation and it doesn't go through, we get him cheaper, I believe. So originally he's going to be like 9
probably sitting there, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, this guy's been a druggie. Yeah, 100%. God,
that's mad. That is actually mad. This is right up Arsenal Street, then, isn't it? Like, just hope and pray he's carries on. And buy him for 50p and a bag of Watsits, and then put Matt Ryan in goal until he's available. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Matt Ryan's all right as well, man. When he's played, he's looked absolutely fine to me. I don't get why, especially in the Europa League, I don't get why he wasn't given a lot more chances.
100%
I love to see him every time a Europa League game came up. I'd be sitting there with my fingers crossed, hoping that Matt Ryan would play, and he just never did. He played like two games last season. I think it was 2 games, 2 Premier League games, wasn't it?
Aston Villa and I think it might have been Southampton.
Yeah, it may have been.
I might be wrong, but he definitely played only 2. And it made me laugh because I read an article saying that we're going to sign him after a successful loan spell. I was like, successful? He played 2 games, mate.
That's literally like, what are they talking about? I'm glad we got him, though. I'm glad we got him.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with him. I think his shot stopping's a lot better than Leno's. Like, from in them 2 games that I've seen, I'm not going to get carried away off 2 games, but he parries them so far away. Whereas Leno, I've never rated Leno that highly, if I'm honest. And, he's no good kicking the ball out. And I think that
so slow.
Yeah, he is.
When he gets the ball, I hate. Do you know when we're in a rush to do something? The one thing I hate is when he gets the ball, he rolls out with his foot, looks up, rolls out again, looks up. I'm like, pass the ball to someone, man. Kick the ball up the field or something. He just takes ages with everything.
No, it's true. And the goalkeeper we're looking at that's having his hearing today is actually levels above him with his feet. Levels. He's actually a very good stopper as well. Yeah. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if we sign him and Matt Ryan. I think them 2 would be instant upgrades on Leno and Runnison.
Yeah, they'll hold it down for sure. They'll hold it down.
But big up to everyone watching live. We're going to wrap this up in a second. We've done 33 minutes so far. 600 people nearly watching. If you haven't subscribed, you're a loser. What are you waiting for? Come on, join the Rat Army. And if you haven't stuck a like on this video, how many likes we got? 161 likes. That is a shambles. Seriously,
let's get them likes, my man. 600 people in here.
Do you know what I'm saying? The like ratio is a disgrace, like our season. So smash the likes up. Make sure you go and subscribe to Tanner's channel as well. It is pinned to the comment section right now. So click on that. Go and subscribe. You're pushing up to 250 right now. You're on 235. Come on, man. There's maybe 600 people in here. 65 people. Go subscribe. That put him on 300 real quick. So go and do that right now. And we'll do 5 more comments while we're here. Big up Stephen for another donation. If the hearing goes well, he'll be banned until October. If not, then a full year ban until February. Okay.
I don't mind playing Matt Ryan until he's available. That's I don't mind that at all.
I totally agree. I think this is a great. Thank you for that, Stephen. Appreciate that. This is a great comment. Leno is predictable.
100%.
100% predictable. You know what he's going to do. He's going to flap under pressure and he's going to hoof it straight out for a throw-in. Or he's going to pass it to somebody like Xhaka, who's facing his own goal with no technical ability when he's got 3 other options on. Yeah. And then Xhaka gives the ball away and it's a goal. Every time. It's pathetic. So, yeah, it's mad. Pick up this guy saying you're a Freemason. You joker. You'll never know, mate. Can we just buy the Ajax squad? Well, that would be nice. Can we buy all of their academy staff as well? Like, and all their scouting network. Can we get Mark Overmars in as well? He's available.
Because we're linked with Mazaraki as well, aren't we? They're right back. I saw a little link to them as well. Yeah.
I'm glad you pronounced his name.
What, can you say it? Go on.
Say it again.
Mazaraki, no? I swear it's Am I saying it wrong? Mazaraki. I'm pretty sure it's Mazaraki.
I can't even pronounce it. I think he's a Turkish guy, yeah?
Who? Nah, he ain't Turkish.
Right back. Is he right back?
Oh, that's that Chilek guy from Lille. That's another guy, isn't it?
No, it's an Ajax right back. I think he's Turkish. I can't remember. No, he's Moroccan. He's a Dutch Moroccan right back. Yeah.
Mazarawi. I can see it in a story.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it, mate, because I can't pronounce that guy's name.
Yeah,
I did a video about it the other day. I was just like, said player.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's mad. Big up to you lot, man. I will be back again on Matisse's channel in an hour and 15 minutes. I'm not looking forward to that because he is going to be in full gloat mode after Chelsea won the Champions League again. And me, Toby and Corey just probably end up leaving the stream after 5 minutes with his smug little face. Oh, no. So make sure you go and check that out. 4 o'clock, I'm back on here with Rants. The normal Monday show is Wednesday today, obviously. And make sure you subscribe to Tanner's channel. The link is in the description. It's also in the comment section at the top. Go and subscribe right now. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to subscribe to it. We're going to see how many subs he's got. Come on. You lot are mad normally, man. 246. Come on, man. 54 more people. Hit that subscribe. Let's get it done.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
And apparently the reason Rob Holding's gone and shaved his hair is because he's got a hair transplant. Really? He's done a Rooney, has he?
Do you know what? Maybe keep him bold. It might make him look like a bit more of a hard nut. It might give him a bit more strength in the tackles and stuff, you know? Maybe he should just keep himself bold.
I think you're right. I think that could happen, you know. Just beef him up a little bit and keep him a skinhead and he'll look all right, won't he? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. He'll look a bit more scary, man. Let's just keep it like that. Don't get
the defenders, the strikers will be bricking it, bruv.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll end on this one from Robbie. He says, not meant to be offensive, but I thought Tanner was Mavropanos.
Dude, it's all right. It's all right. Do you know what? Mavropanos is Greek. I'm Turkish as well. I'm Turkish Cypriot, so we look alike. I get it. Even I've seen him. I know I look like him. But do you know what? He ain't a bad looking guy, man. So let's just.
I've met him as well. I met him at Stamford Bridge, bro. Like I think I've got the picture on my Instagram actually.
Yeah. Even my girlfriend was watching football once, and she everyone that's seen him on TV just think I look like him. So you know, it is what it is. At least I don't look like Rob Holding, you know. So, fair enough.
Well, it could be worse. You could look like Graham Potter, mate.
Yeah, I could look like Graham Potter, to be fair. So
this show's been lit, man. When are you on again? 6:30, yeah?
Yeah, I do live streams every day at 6:30. Answer any crypto questions for anyone at all. Cover some relevant news every day, Monday to Friday, 6:30. And yeah, hopefully I have a few more videos coming out as well soon.
Yeah, so get your questions in on Tanner's channel. Anything you want to know crypto related, how he got into it, how he's doing on it, where he wants to go with it, etc., etc., etc. What coins are good, what coins are bad, how to find the crap coins and get rid of them real quick and say no, they're scams. Yeah, it would have it all. Man said Machine Gun Kelly, you dickhead.
He got Mavropanos as well. I'm getting. Oh, man,
we're going to wrap this up before we get violated. But anything you want to know, Tanner's got it covered. He knows this inside out. So go and subscribe to him. And thanks for coming on, man. Listen, you'll be welcome on it anytime you want.
Yeah, man. I'm more than happy to talk Arsenal anytime, man. I love it. So yeah, whenever you want me on, just let me know. And yeah, guys, I appreciate all the subs as well. I really, really appreciate it more than you know. It's a new channel, and Lee's been helping me a lot. So for me, even 100-200 people, it don't matter, as long as I can get some kind of message across to anyone. It's better than nothing for me, so I'm happy either way.
There you go, and we'll end on that. Thanks for coming on. Big up to everybody in the chat. I'll see you back on here at 1 p.m. with Matisse. We're out of here. Arteta out.